Wow, those are even worse than the Google glasses. Those are literally ski goggles. You're dumb. This is called Space Matcha. Okay. Oh! Oh! The fuck? Okay. That was fucking stupid. Wow. Oh, fuck, I hate those. Did the future already happen? A part of the time. Are we actually in the Matrix? This is not reality? Join us here down in reality with the lower class, or the no class, whichever. Making Americans choose to debunk conspiracy. Oh, fuck yeah!
On paper, the job market now solid. Unemployment hit a 54-year low at 3.4% back in January of 2023. And U.S. employers added 2.7 million people to the payroll in 2023 alone. The January jobs report also showed the 2024 labor market was off to a solid start.
When we look at the hard data, it seems to suggest that the labor market has been fairly strong and, in fact, surprisingly resilient, especially after 2023, where we had headlines about layoffs and forecasts of recession. But when you look at the soft data, Americans tend to be a little bit less optimistic about how the economy is doing, and in particular about the job market.
Politicians just talking about how the economy is so great. I just want to scream from the rooftops.
Yeah, that's what I do. I just do in my car.
No one can find a job.
Recently, unemployment
Because I'm not paying to work. Like,
jobs, only to receive an average of 4 callbacks or responses.
no, I'm not paying to go to work. I'm not spending 3 hours of my fucking day for the rest of my life being stuck in traffic that is not necessary. Someone could put more money in their pocket. No thanks.
So why does it feel
So I can pay more of my insurance, like, because too many accidents are happening. Like,
as strong as it seems?
no thanks. I'd rather starve and be on the side of the road. It's fine. I'm good. I did.
Suburbs of Philadelphia.
We're good.
This
I'm
job
born and
market
raised
is
on
like the
fucking plastic
craziest
food. We're good.
that I have ever seen. I was frustrated just with how my job search process has been going. I haven't quantified how many applications I've applied to. Pressing, I feel like this.
Oh no, fucking thousands probably at this point. I probably applied for thousands of jobs.
55% of unemployed adults said they were burnt out from searching for a new job.
No, I've had to take jobs off my CV because I'm like, looks like I can't hold a job, but I've been working since I was
8.
Looking for a job can be a full-time job. There's a lot that goes into it. Filling out applications online can be tedious and can be time-consuming and can be really very stressful.
Oh no, they tell you to make a cover letter for every fucking job application. Fuck that. Last time I brought a job or a CV to a grocery store, the two girls literally laughed in my face. And they were like, that's not how you apply for jobs anymore. You go online and apply for jobs. I was like, okay, can I leave it here for like a manager anyway? And they were like, there's really no point. It's going to go in the garbage. No one's going to see it. Like, and I fucking walked
Job seekers that they send out tons and tons of applications.
fucking right in front of everybody on the fucking street, too. Fucking Verdun. It's like fucking basically like, or Verdun when Verdun became, after Verdun became where all the bougie people went.
And so many people can see
It's
that
called
job.
Verdun.
So when you get such an overwhelming response, it's often very difficult to get back to every single solitary candidate. Certainly during the Great Resignation, when the market was at a fever pitch, companies were being ghosted by candidates, which is something that hasn't happened as much in the past. So we've seen it happen on both sides of the fence, and I think a lot of it is caused by just sheer volume.
The time it takes for a company to hire an employee also hit an all-time high.
No, every fucking avenue on Verdun is like one Ukrainian family to a fucking entire apartment building. It's ridiculous. They really don't when you walk in fucking on the back streets. You know, alleys. Well, not anymore. They put green spaces, but they're cement blocks with dirt in it. And it's a green space. I'm like, that, okay. So I just can't drive down the alleys anymore when fucking traffic's retarded. Like, it's modern technology. No one's figured it out yet. Yay! Someone not being gross. Thank you. I'm just having a nervy breaky all the time. It's fine.
Sorry, I don't think this is the best fit. Because even forward and
Go get laundry.
there still
Okay.
would have been.
My clothes are gonna smell like fucking mildew.
A lot of employers
Look at the thing I found.
or interviews is a good thing. And it's not a good thing. Most job
Very disturbing. Penis on it.
don't know that the questions they're
Thug
asking
life.
are going to reveal anything about whether you were a good candidate or not.
I couldn't leave
They
him.
don't know when they ask the question with the right
I have a
answer
red
is,
cow
and this
and
is
their friends, but I had to put him down here today because my landlord came. I want my landlord to be like, you are fucking crazy.
And even if the labor market was stronger, you would still be seeing some of this.
There are used to describe the state of the job market, tight and loose.
Usually when economists talk about a tight labor market, they mean, and mostly what that means is it is difficult for employers to find workers. And so in that context, employers tend to be more hesitant to lay off workers. They tend to try to be more aggressive about how to hire. So that means offering on-the-job training. By contrast,
That's cool. It's like one of those forever fucking chores. Like fucking.
layoffs, it might be hiring
It's raccoon fur, but I would never buy real animal fur. I found it in the trash.
So many companies had to scale back during the pandemic, and then all at once, companies were able to hire again as their businesses started to move. So you had so many job openings happening all at the same time.
Job openings surged to historic highs, while the country continued to struggle from a devastating labor shortage. With so many job prospects, even working Americans quit their jobs at a record pace for new jobs, in a trend that came to be known as the Great Resignation. But the job market is beginning to show signs of cooling.
There's less of a frenzy on the part of the employers. If you want a job, you would like a frenzy on the part of the employers because you would like to have lots of
I think one interesting thing about the job market right now is that it is strong.
So some of the clothes that I pick out of the trash.
And
Some of the clothes that I pick out of the trash sometimes, I am just like, what monster would make this horrific monstrosity? It's got like a bedazzled skull, but it looks like salad fingers. I'm like, why would anybody wear this? It's horrific. Like, I'm pretty sure that people that make clothes sometimes just make them as ugly as possible to see how many people would buy them. Oh yeah. This is one of the things I found like 2 days ago. Because my dog has a hump girlfriend that he humps, and it's disgusting, and I hate it. It's 14 years old, and I re-stepped it, and when I re-step her and clean her, he won't touch her for 2 weeks, but then he's a dick for 2 weeks. So, like, yeah. I want to get him a new girl. I keep trying to get him new girlfriends. He's just, like, so not interested. I'm really upset about it. I'm like, what, when he dies, what do I do with it? Like, I have to throw it out, obviously, but then I'm going to be, like, crying, like, because I want to keep my dog's hump girlfriend, but I'm like, ew, she's covered in my dog's poo. So, we're going to keep trying. Ah! Yeah, that's not good. Ooh! I didn't know this was here. I love finding stuff in my house. I just find stuff. I have little doors in my room. Little doors. It's just like a crawl space. It's very fun. Okay. What the fuck? What have I done? Oh, I got snow in my lungs. I'm an idiot. I put it backwards. Christ is averted. Wow. Oh wait, no. Shut up. Ugh. Look at the worst part. Ugh. 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 Look at this. Alright. Put the door up. Oh, fuck. Oh, okay. What's up? Weird. Like, super liquidy. I'm gonna try that at least a little bit. Toolbox. Can someone tell me what the fuck this is? Like, I think it's a car horn. I think it attaches to this. And I think it does the. I'm not sure. Look it up. Level. Fuck yeah. Peep thing. Oh, the card deck. BL8M. Ugh. People always fucking think my shit popping. It's always nice when you don't get junky stuff. Because sometimes you reach ahead and you can potentially grab needles or glass or baby diapers. Oh, baby diapers are the worst. Like, don't people have diaper genies? Not a bad bag though. Dang it. Reach my fucking pocket. What's that? An alligator. Woohoo. Why do you call it alligator anyway? Oh, because it's a useless tool. Ugh. Not a bad fucking score. Right. What's the next? There's nothing particular. The footstool or something? I'd say the footstool. Anyway. It's definitely not second school, that's for sure. Okay. The rest of the junk. Alright. Oh, shit. So happy I don't have to go to the laundromat anymore. Never seen judgy fucking black women like fucking at the laundromat and just shove everything in. And they look at you and like fucking, they're like fucking fearless, like fucking. No, that's not what we're looking for. No, every time I do laundry, they just like judge stare at me. Like they're industrial machines. It's something cool. Can't imagine how much like human disease machines like. Sure, my clothes are not the worst thing that's been in that machine today. Oh, that's a nail file. Oh. There. Just keep her. Sunny violets. Oh, my cast! Look at this. Look. This is why our healthcare is fucking retarded. This was my cast. I shit you not. This is why my arm looks like this. There's 3 doctors that saw me for a follow-up. Not one of them touched my arm. They were like, well, we got extra. Can't see under the cast. I'm like, yeah, can you redo the cast? I know we had a lot to deal with at the time. I woke up and they were like, Madison, we're popping your hip back into place. I was like, yeah, I could tell. Very much I can see that, but I cut it off after 2 weeks. And now I have a fucked up wrist, and they're talking about me going for a surgery for something to do with liver lacerations. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I knew of one liver laceration. Apparently I have at least 2 or 3, and they want me to go for surgery. It's supposed to be for my fucking arm. Retarded. Absolutely useless. And that's like fucking, oh wow, it's like super efficient and like streamlined, and we're being seen, and we're being spoken English to. It's amazing. And then you never get out of that, and they won't stop harassing you. To be like, hey, you know that surgery? Well, we're talking about liver surgery. Like, what does that fucking mean? What does it entail? You guys didn't seem to be very, like, fucking concerned about it at the time. I asked if they did an X-ray on my ankle, because my ankle, I'm almost positive, was fucking broken. And they're like, no, we can sell you the boot for $90. Like, you know what? we'll DIY them. Fuck that. I just saw one in the garbage like yesterday. Should have fucking grabbed it and sold it. Like, they're like, oh, the healthcare's in the... They literally reposted the same video. Like, reposted the same video on City News for Toronto. It was 2 months later, and then there's like a year later, and then 2 years later. Like, and it's like the same video. Of being like, there's a health crisis with the fucking healthcare in Canada. That's all I've ever known it to be. And a solid 8 to 10 hours is a normal trip to the hospital. So this whole like, isn't needed crisis in the minutes, like, it's not new. It's not a new thing. It's fucking useless. Same for years. I'd rather just like pay $300 to have my fucking doctor on speed dial. Like, why would I not want to pay my doctor? More than happy to pay my doctor money on the spot just so I can be seen. Like, it's fine. I don't care. But apparently they're like, yeah, you use a free healthcare system because Canada. Yeah, you guys fucked it up though. Fucking idiots. All of them fucking idiots. You're a towel. Ugh. Oh, I hope that was a piece of dog fur. No. I am so terrified. Oh no. We're gonna assume it was a doctor. Literally set the house on fire. Better be a... I will literally burn this house to the ground. The spiders are the only kind of bad bug in this house. Spiders are just like fucking gargantuan. They just like scare you down. And they don't give a fuck about me all up in my personal space. So we have to burn the house down. Pants. Underpants. Underpants. Cheese. Underpants. Underpants. Yes. Wait. Underpants. Ugh. No. It's Lily's cookies. My mom. That's Lily. This one. I wish I could say I miss my family. I super don't. You know what? They don't miss me, that's for sure. And if that's how they are, cool. So that we can all be happy on terms of basis. I'll put that shit. I'm just gonna allow grown men to beat me up. Like, why the fuck would I allow that? Over fucking weed. Like it's what I want to do as a profession. Like, and it's just like a joke to them. Like a sweet joke. But then again, back in the day when I used to say that, like, I want to have a job, a home, work from home job, English fuck. I'm not good. They were like, Madison, like, maybe look for like a real job. Didn't say that fucking before COVID. Like, once everyone fucking worked at home, then they were like, oh yeah, working from home is great. So much more time with my family. Because some of people actually like their family and their children, but a lot of you seem to fucking. It's unbearable to spend a fucking moment with your child for some reason. I don't know why. You guys go on vacation and you go, okay, go. You guys just get drunk like you do regularly at home. You're just changing location. Is that? Oh, okay. Fuck. You've resorted to using a tube as a hope stick. Oh, okay. Earring. Earring. Hookah earring. Hookah. Hookah. Into stuff, but Christmas didn't really happen this year. It was great. I loved every moment of it, honestly. And my daytime family come to my home, and I made something for everybody. I got like a mukbang turkey that was way too expensive. I didn't get my tree though. I was sad about that, but I'll take what I can get. I am not homeless, so that's good. I will take that over having a fucking tree that I cut down for like 2 weeks and then back to the fucking garbage. I thought they should do a thing that they give you, like, if you buy a tree for Christmas, they give you like a sapling that you get to plant to replace the tree you cut down. Because they did like a rent a tree this year, which everyone's like, oh, that's a good idea. I'm like, that sounds like a fucking scam. Like, the fuck? That's good. It's actually pretty good. High quality. Oh yeah. Scrubs. Allison Daly? Galley. What the fuck is that? Made in Bangladesh? That's really ugly. Like, it's just an old lady shirt. Oh, wait, I might give it to Victoria. Oh. I threw my phone down. I did not. We gotta go get that because we have to send it back. Because I think she's gonna want it.
Found a super cute dress.
Phone's gone forever. What did I do with it? Oh, what did I fucking do with it? Fucking picture. Why would I do that? the. Oh, stop that. Lovely fucking M.A. shoe. Good. Nice. Okay, love. Okay, love. charging thing for my rechargeables.
Big clock.
Where the fuck did I put that? I literally just found my fucking little box thing for my Oh, that was a good catch.
So I feel like in jail right now
Why?
because I just traded a battery for a cigarette. Good job. You broke it. Oh, she still trying to give it to me.
Yeah, but I thought you want to come see me all the time. You're welcome. Next with battery. Oh, it's done already. Yeah, it's my Kia. My phone doesn't have an auxiliary cord. Fucking hole. I really want to do that thing where you fucking. All you have to do is take a screwdriver or a fucking drill. You drill a little hole into your phone and come see, come set. You got an auxiliary cord. Let's see. Can you fuck off, please? You'd be surprised how often it's effective. Stab it a little bit. My devices, there's the humans, there's a lot of things. Oh. That was really low. Okay. Caravaggio. My hands are all sticky.
of narcissism and narcissistic relationships.
Love
Let's
is
talk about the cool
love
girl
is
paradigm, shall we? Let's talk about the cool girl. The cool girl in the relationship. You know what I'm talking about? The idea that that's cool. I can just go along. Everything's cool. We can just be easy. I can just go with the flow. My friend calls it easy breezy. I'm being easy breezy. Okay, apologies here at the top. It's very gendered to call it a cool girl, but this theme, this literal term, cool girl, shows up in a lot of clients I have who've used this term, and I've been hearing it for years.
like the things that people find cool.
Cool people, or just have to be cool. But more often than not, I have run into this in the person who identifies as needing to be the cool girl. Okay, so that makes sense. If that's where
No, it makes a lot of sense, but like you
so,
don't have to think you're cool. That's
the narcissistic relationship.
whole
Before
part
we
that
get
makes
to
you
that,
cool.
just a reminder, my new book, written by a not very cool girl, coming out on February 20th. It's not you. Identifying narcissistic people. Teach you to stop being the cool girl. If you're interested in checking it out, the link to pre-order is down in the video description. So let's go back to this idea of the cool girl, right? The cool girl is a girl who's too cool for expectations.
Cool for school. That's why I didn't go.
Is okay with being uncomfortable because talking about being uncomfortable, that's not
Yeah.
cool. Girls don't have issues. Cool girls don't have needs. Cool girls are independent.
You're the most needy. What are you saying?
All that themselves. Cool girls or cool people have remarkable restraint. They can hold themselves from texting back for weeks. Texting, sending a text. Wonder where a person went because it wouldn't be cool.
That's not okay, but
They're obsessing about why the other person isn't getting back to them. So a lot of time and mental bandwidth can get wasted in the process of being a so-called cool girl. You want to know who loves schoolgirls? Regardless of their gender. This whole idea of the cool girl, cool person, just be cool, call it whatever the hell you want thing, has been burbling up for a long time. It's interesting, the concept of sort of the cool girl was at first codified in 1995 with books like The Rules, where the rules were be cool, don't call them. Nowadays it's don't text them. Just be an inert, cool girl object with no needs. They pay me, they will chase me and want me because I'm so enticing. Just giving in. This stuff is narcissism chum on the water because game playing in relationships is the narcissistic person's bread and butter. They want games. They want the thrill of the hunt. They want the pursuit. Above all, they want the win. I think that the challenges around this whole cool girl thing is that people view that the opposite of the cool girl is somebody who's needy, demanding, and neurotic. That the person who is not cool is showing their hand and giving away all their power. That by showing your interest in someone, it's over. They won't be interested in you. There's a middle ground here, and I'll get to that in a moment. But the challenges that this idea of dating and relationship rules, the whole idea of the cool girl, or keep it cool paradigms, literally cement the dynamics of a narcissistic relationship before you can say love bomb. At the core of the cool girl paradigm is the idea that the person, the girl, can just go along and be easy. And you don't want to communicate with me? That's cool. Yeah, I got a life. You might find yourself saying things like, you want to have dinner with your ex on your own? Yeah, that's cool.
Nope, never. Nope.
You want to go out for drinks with that person who posts lots of thirst trap pictures and is texting and DMing you late at night? Yeah, that's cool. I'm not even going to ask you if this person doesn't know that I'm your partner because I'm cool. And that's what the cool girl does, right?
You know.
Ask because it's cool to not ask. Oh, you don't post pictures of me on your social media? That's cool.
It's sad though. Like,
You know that we're together, even though you tell me that this is a
No, that's not cool. Being someone's fucking bitch is not cool. Oh, be cool like that.
Like I said,
No,
narcissism. The assumption is
no.
that being cool
Yeah, but no one fucking treats me like a bitch. I take a lot of shit. I'll take a lot of shit with fucking bad behavior, but nothing fucking been nowhere. But, well, I mean, technically I am right now, but I think most guys don't realize that women do that. Or like, that to be constantly conscious of your surroundings constantly because you might be accused of like being a leading people on just because literally you bent over because you're cleaning and it's just like, oh, she does that on purpose. It's like, fuck you.
Je toucherai des royalties sur 15% du prix de vente. Ici, je choisis l'option vente sur la librairie Focus.
Please, can you just speak fucking English? This is America. In America, we speak English. And therefore, it scares me. Please shut the fuck up with your fucking not French.
In a way, means
Let's face it, in a way, indifference is power. It's akin to the idea that the best negotiation tool is the willingness to walk away from the table. But it's also walking right into the narcissistic person's trap. To be cool really means that you don't voice needs, you don't voice wants, or concerns, or discomforts.
Yeah.
It means that you may ignore your own physical somatic responses because you want to seem cool, as though
No.
cool people would never have trauma responses.
No,
So you don't
I
bring anything
felt
up.
like it was selfish.
And the narcissistic person certainly is not going to have empathy for you and think, ooh, maybe me going out with the thirst trap to talk about work will make my partner uncomfortable. No, no, no.
Oh,
They
no.
would
If
never
that's,
think that. They're
means that I'm a
entitled, and their lack
suicide
of
girl and I
empathy
want to be
means
bent over a
that they
dumpster,
aren't
apparently.
even thinking about you. But my cool friend, the
I
tables
wear
were
them
turned.
under
If
my
you want to
jeans.
go have drinks with that attractive person who's helping you with the work thing, oh my, oh my, oh my, hypocritical hell you would have to pay. You would be called every name in the book,
Yup.
branded everything
Teens
you can
fucking
imagine, and they'd probably
trying
end the
too
relationship.
hard. You're fucking asking for
So
it.
let's say
My
you get to the
favorite
point
is
where you
the
can't
you're
keep
asking
doing
for it.
cool anymore. You just can't do it. You can't sit back and let the attractive people posting on their social media, you can't let it go. You can't let the late night shady texts that they're getting go.
Huh.
You can't keep letting
No,
them get away with
dick
the drinks
pics.
with the attractive
I got
person
it.
or the
I've been
dinner out
getting
with someone
fucking dick
that makes you
pics every
uncomfortable.
once in a while
And you
recently.
finally
I don't know
bring it
at what
up.
point a girl's like, yeah,
Girl,
send me that
please.
dick pic.
And in fact,
Like,
your reaction
when
may
has
be
it ever
stronger than you want.
responded
'Cause
well?
that doesn't feel cool, right? Because you've bottled it up for so long. Well, you know what happens then? Then they gaslight you and tell you that you are out of your mind and crazy. And then they say,
Ah,
what, you're just bringing this up now for the first time? What's your problem?
Sheens Morrow.
Those of you
He's
who've
dead
been
now.
in
He
these
died of
relationships
cancer.
have been to this rodeo before. You know how this goes.
However,
Because
me
by
and him were
definition,
like doing the flirty
a
thing,
narcissistic
and like one day
relationship
I
is a
kind of like,
place
I guess
where
I mean,
you
like I kind of like
cannot
pushed a
be.
move, and he was
You
like, whoa,
cannot
whoa,
express
whoa,
wants, needs,
like I'm not,
disagreements.
like I'm not
discomfort.
like hooking up. I'm like,
So the
excuse
whole
me?
cool person
Like,
trope,
okay,
plays into
sure,
that model
whatever, fuck
perfectly.
you. Like,
you think you're being cool, you're keeping it cool, and that it's
you guys
attractive.
fucking
The
was an
dynamic
asshole,
that
but
they
he's
want
dead,
is just
so.
being met by you
I-
being cool. You have
Can't
no
remember.
demands or wants that are being
My dog
voiced.
spilled it.
So
Whatever.
everything moves at their pace. It's narcissist heaven. But unfortunately, that's never going to translate into a good relationship. Instead, it will translate into something where you will be taken for granted even more quickly than someone in a narcissistic relationship, if that was even possible. Here's facts, folks. We as human beings have psychological histories. Things happen: trauma, neglect, adversity, abandonment, betrayal, infidelity, abuse, and just
treat
life.
people
And
badly.
all of it affects us. How we think, how we relate, nervous system, these histories.
Is this invention going to put eye doctors out of business? These self-adjustable glasses are taking the world by storm. They let you achieve
Can undercut our sense of trust and our sense of safety, depending on what's happened to us.
Just for both of
So
them.
there are people out there for whom their partner going out to dinner with a flirty colleague or social media lurker or an ex, it doesn't bother them. It's not that they're cooler or healthier necessarily. That's just not their wound. That's not their story. It's not their trigger. Maybe theirs is different.
You should want to go eat
There
dinner
are
with me.
people out there, especially those with a history of other narcissistic relationships, who have been cheated on repeatedly or lied
That's not my
to
fucking
or
problem.
betrayed in other ways. And so relationships for people with those
Like,
histories,
that is the problem.
already
People
feel like
they
risky
don't deal with their
places.
shit.
and we
Like,
carry
and then
that
they
fear
fucking
and
shit on
betrayal in
people
our
who are
bodies.
dealing with their shit.
We may literally feel a tightness in our chest, a
This is so
heaviness in our
fucking problem
gut,
for me
or
right
in
now.
our head, when we believe our partner is out with someone
Usually
attractive
it's not
without
me
us.
that fucking caused that
And when they
problem,
come
so.
home, you want to be cool, girl. We want to be cool. So in a
You know what?
voice
When I
that
was-
is
I
much
thought I was
higher
being
than our
cool
usual pitch, we
when
say,
nobody
"Oh,
liked
hey,
me.
did you have a good time? I hope so." But that's
When
not
I
us.
was like, I
That's
felt
the
like the biggest
cool
loser on the
person in us.
planet. That's
That's
why
not
everybody thought I was
authentic.
the coolest kid on the block for
And
some
we
reason.
attempt to silence our true selves, our anxieties. We don't share those vulnerabilities. And acting cool, like it doesn't bother us, it doesn't mean that it all goes
It
away.
should.
Instead, what
How much
happens
does your relationship fucking need
is that we
to? If
slowly
you're just
start
like,
to
yeah,
get
whatever,
sick.
for everything.
Each time we have to play at being the cool person, we may get anxious, hypervigilant, distracted,
caring,
angry,
being a
can't
fucking
sleep. We
asshole.
might get physically sick.
Like,
But at
if
least
you
we're
have something
cool,
to care
right? Remember, the narcissistic
Like, you
person
have
needs
to put in
supply.
effort.
Lots and lots of supply. And they can only get it from other people. That's why they are often shady, why they need flirty comments and likes and DMs. They need them. It's like food for them. And if you've been hurt by this behavior in the past, it doesn't feel okay. In a healthy, normal, growth-oriented, safe, respectful, compassionate, we can share our wounds,
There
our
are
fears, our
people in the
worries,
world that aren't
and the
going to make
other
you feel
person
terrible all the
protects
time.
us. In a healthy relationship, each partner is a custodian of the vulnerabilities of the other person. It's not about being cool. It's about being real.
Mindful.
It
of
may
the
be
other
that
person.
someone not responding to your text or a one-word
fucking
answer
lazy.
over and
You're
over
so
again doesn't
lazy
work
jerk.
for
That's
you.
all. I get
Well,
phone
a cool
anxiety.
girl would never dream of saying anything. But a healthy person might say, you know what, this doesn't work for me.
When people send me
And they
inappropriate
recognize
messages,
that the other
guess
person
what I'm doing?
may not
Sitting
have
next to my
more in
boyfriend. Guess
them
what I do?
than one
Tell
word
him.
and delayed responses. It's good to learn this stuff early so you can cut
because
your
when his
losses.
girlfriend or
Because
his ex
in between these
messages
two
him,
extremes, between the extreme of
This
the
way, yes,
having to be
he
the
tells
cool
me.
girl and then the chronically
I went to pick him
needing
up
to
the
be
other
the
day.
reassured,
Found out his
neurotic,
ex was hanging out at
needy
the place
person is the
that
person
I was supposed to pick him up at. He
who
was
can
waiting
express their needs and
outside
wants.
across the street. I'm like, what are you
Who
doing over here?
behaves in a
He was
way
like,
that is
my
in line
girlfriend,
with their true
my
selves and
ex-girlfriend is
vulnerabilities.
over there, so I just figured. I'm like, you're the
You're-
best.
Let's say you're
It's like
thinking
dating
about
a
someone you're
lesbian.
dating, or you read something you think
Fantastic.
they'll like. You send it to them.
But no,
You
he's
don't
not
say
gay
it's
either.
too soon.
It's just even better.
If sending a text too soon is what leads them
very comfortable
to
with his sexuality.
withdraw or become
So
cold
he
and
scares other
distant,
men away.
that's what
He'll
leads them to
threaten
do
to
that?
rape men.
well then
It's
that's
funny.
their own strange.
This
And
is
that's
just
probably
not
not going to
happening.
work for you. Cut your losses. For a narcissistic person, the game, the chase, the hunt, the intense attention, and then withholding from you. That's how they play the game because that works for them. I mean, speaking about attachment styles, most narcissistic people have anxious and avoidant attachment styles, one, the other, or often a mix of the two. So much of the relationship advice out there, and there's a lot of it, is about tactic rather than being about being yourself. This is even more pronounced in the era of online dating. And this really matters if you have had a history of narcissistic relationships, since these relationships steal most of our ability to be ourselves because we were shamed for being ourselves. So that tells you to be cool, or you think that will work. It can set a precedent early on of not expressing yourself and then getting caught in this tyrannical system where you always feel silenced or gaslighted. I say this as someone who sort of internalized the cool girl within my trauma-bonded, narcissistically abused interior. That if I was ever going to get anyone to notice me, I had to go with the flow.
You can handle it more than they can.
So the stuff I endured in relationships has been atrocious.
Ugh.
And I still carry tremendous shame about the relational stuff in the name of being the cool girl. Easy, breezy, I don't care, I'm open, I'm not needy.
No.
I was never needy.
No. I have fucking
But I
standards.
did have vulnerabilities.
And self-esteem.
And if someone couldn't cherish me and safeguard those and meet me where I was at,
not like a whole
then
lot,
they weren't
but
my
like
person.
at least
But
a bare fucking minimum.
it took me nearly 60 years and a lot of narcissistic BS, and not just in intimate relationships, but in friendships, in the workplace, and family, to figure that out.
Well, covert narcissism.
I don't want that for you. I don't want this to take you 60 years. So please listen and get there quicker than 60.
Wow.
If telling someone within reasonable limits that you're uncomfortable, like listen, it's not going to fly to tell someone that you're uncomfortable that they're getting up in the morning and going to work. But it's absolutely understandable that you would be uncomfortable if for the third night this week
to be
they're
crying
having
every day,
dinner
and I
with
don't.
that
And
one
I thought
colleague
that it would never
after
be
work.
a day where I
Or-
don't cry every
and this is
fucking
one of my
day.
favorites when
As it
people
turns
say,
out, that's not normal.
my work is
You
on
cry every
social
day
media.
because people
So
fucking
the
around you
people
suck.
making those sexy comments is just the job. Actually, not. And it's okay for you to say, it doesn't feel good.
That's
to
why I
me.
can't have a job right now. I can't work in
Not be your
customer service
person.
without going to jail.
But if telling someone that you're uncomfortable
Because I'm
makes
not going to
you
be changing
not
the way I
cool,
look, that's fucking true.
or makes
Because
it
men
that they
can't
call
fucking
you
not be
demanding
gross.
or needy or neurotic or too much, just gaslighting.
Yeah.
Remember,
For
It's not
the
you.
hobo drug use. Oh, the
you're
homeless
simply
drug,
sharing a
drug
vulnerability.
addicts
It's
that I was
actually
hanging
on
around with,
them
but I didn't even fucking
if they
get to do
can't
drugs.
hear it or
Well,
if they
not that I
make
didn't
it
get to
about
do
them.
it. But
To every person out there
But maybe
who's
we should
staring
coach
at
a
their
little bit more.
phone and wondering, I wish I could text them, but then I
even
wouldn't
then, they
be
were
cool.
like, you like
Or I
radiate anxiety.
really
And
want
I'm
to
like,
tell them that this thing I'm
exo
doing,
from
I'm not
Vatel,
comfortable
like,
with it, but then I wouldn't be
like,
cool.
so I got pee on my
Please
friend's
know
floor.
that this isn't about
Like, he's some random
coolness.
stranger.
It's about a paradigm
Punk
that
commune. So people just kind
relationships
of like coming
work
out
if you
and
don't
out
have
off the
any
train because the
needs.
train hoppers.
But
And some
FYI,
guy was fucking
that's
wasted.
not
He
a
whipped out his dick,
relationship.
pissed on the floor. And
That's
then Victoria
servitude.
tucked him in instead of a bagel.
And I am no
It's like,
longer
what the fuck
cool.
you doing?
I'm not
Kick
sure
him
that
out.
I ever was. I'm just a big old
She's like, you
human
might get
backpack
hypothermia. I'm like,
full of vulnerabilities and wounds.
pissed on her floor.
And I'm tired of playing at life as though I'm not.
Mm.
Because honestly,
Yeah.
the opposite of cool
Yeah.
is actually warm. And that is the loveliest thing a person can be.
Yeah.
Stop playing it cool.
Yeah.
Thanks again.
I've never played it cool.
I have a challenge for you. I want to know if you'd like to
I
write
played
a
it
book,
cool.
your
It
own
was
book in only
fucking
10 weeks.
Freak as fuck. Like, because when you're cool, you have to be able to back it up. Unfortunately, I'm a big mouth. I will run my mouth like a motherfucker. So as soon as people put their fists up, I'm gone. But apparently my words are vicious enough to fucking scare people to think that I'm capable of doing anything. I'm not doing this. Like, is this belt fucking, what are you made of? Big screwdriver. Coward. That's what she said. See, can we do that what she said jokes anymore? Apparently them insinuating and fucking dishing it out. Can't moon people, can't make dick jokes. Because then I'm fucking apparently a tramp who's asking for it. So I just had a fucking dick joke. It's fucking joke. Ah! Can't just have a fucking friend that's a male and you have not fucked them at least once. Like, well, I just been down. It's like, no. Like, it's ridiculous to think that, like, you just lose feelings for people. I think men have a very confusing idea of love, what, like, love is, and affection. I think they think that if you say you love someone, it means you want to fuck them, apparently. It's like they don't understand this difference between intimate love and maternal love. Like, it's because you're fucking too close with your moms. When your mom's taking you shopping for her, it's not normal. It's fucking weird. Yeah, got it. This thing is enormous. Okay. Laundry. Music first. Music, my video.
The layoff and discharge rate
Yeah.
has been hovering near historic lows, despite the larger layoffs reported specifically.
So I think what might be going on here is that employers are hesitant to lay off workers. Hesitant to push workers out because of their recent experience with labor shortages. But on the flip side, that also means that a lot of workers are sitting tight. They're not quitting. They're not being laid off. And so there aren't as many of them normally expect from attrition for folks who are trying to break into those roles.
Meanwhile, research from LinkedIn found that job seekers' search intensity in the US grew by 27% in 2023 compared to the year before.
Signed up
In
from
2022,
everybody,
there was
used by
one
nobody.
open job for every active applicant on the LinkedIn platform. By 2023, the ratio turned to one job for every 2 active applicants.
Right now in the marketplace, what we're seeing is both employers and employees being a little bit more selective. Everybody's taking a little bit more of a measured approach right now, being a little bit more selective in their choices, and that's why we've seen a little bit of a cooling in the marketplace.
However, experts reassure that the cooling labor market is no reason for concern yet.
It is important to have a perspective.
Disclosure. I do not have a problem with immigrants. I have a problem with my government taking away my benefits and then giving them to immigrants. That's my problem. Because this whole conversation with English and French in Quebec, I just like, it's so embarrassingly humiliating. Because both sides are wrong. Like, just getting this out there. Not racist. Not racist. This is everybody who obviously not racist. No, I'm very much like Canada's made up of immigrants. I think it's so fucking stupid to even insinuate. Like,
That's a little more historical on this. You know, if you're hunting for a job right now and you can't find one, it looks like a lousy job market to you. But compared to your
well, no, I can find one.
parents'
Yeah,
experience,
like,
it's a great job market.
I think that sentiment is outcomes minus expectations. So in 2021, 2022, there were labor shortages, companies were hiring very aggressively. And so even if 2020 is shaping up to be a relatively healthy labor market, by recent comparison, it doesn't feel quite as strong.
A cool down in the labor market was also what the Federal Reserve had intended with its series of interest rate hikes.
If you are the Federal Reserve and you want to slow that means you want to slow the markets down a bit. The biggest market is the labor market. You know, if you look at what employers do, where their budget is, it's mainly going to labor. So you can't easily cool the economy down unless you cool the labor market down.
Experts also noted that the health of the labor market will largely rely on where the economy is headed next.
If the economy does slow down more significantly in 2024, if we see a recession in 2024, the labor market can be somewhat resilient, but it can't fully buck the broader economic trends. And so that's definitely something we want to watch out for in 2024. It's going to remain as strong. Broadly speaking, we might have some optimism about the economy. That doesn't necessarily mean that the job search is an easy process.
I guess not you. It's not you. It's happening to thousands of other hundreds of thousands of people at the same time. And it has to do with what's going on in the bigger economy.
Yeah, it also has to do a lot with people not wanting to live, ever have actual money. Like, I don't pay to go to work. Like, I'm also not spending fucking 3 hours a day of my fucking life on public transit or like in traffic. That's like unnecessary traffic. There's a light, a specific light that I sit at on the reg. Every time I fucking come up to this light, I sit at it. Like, because they're just so perfectly timed to not sync up. And it's just like, it's the road next to a highway. And already the highway is 90, which is ridiculous. And this road is 40. And in Quebec, the first thing your driving teacher will tell you, in Quebec, you do 10 over. Whatever the speed limit is, you automatically do 10 over. I passed my exam doing 10 under. It's like, are you serious? I can pass my exam like this? He's like, yeah, why not? I for sure thought I was going to fail. And I literally passed, and he's like, you only did really one thing that you got to mark off of. I was like, what? I literally was having panic attacks and crying because I was told by my teacher I was going to fail. And I should buy more classes, and she's just trying to fucking get me to pay more money. Like, the technique driving, it would work if everybody did it, because not everybody does it. It makes it kind of like useless. So, just saying. I'll drive like a fucking trucker. It's ridiculous. If you're fucking in a city and you've driven in Quebec, like, I'm like, can I actually get pulled over for swerving? Like, because the whole time you're just, it's like, we haven't figured this out yet. We haven't figured out roads. We haven't figured out fucking how traffic lights. So, oh my god, like a pressure plate, a timer, a camera sensor, any fucking thing. Like, why the fuck are they on timers? Why am I sitting at a fucking walk sign, like a don't go because there's a walk sign at 3 a.m. in a school zone? Like, what fucking school kids are walking at 3 a.m? Why do I have to sit for like 30 seconds at this fucking light for a fucking crosswalk? There's nobody there. Oh, thank you. Wait, after.
Google search just isn't hitting the same way anymore.
So you must notice that Google is absolute garbage lately.
I think I might try to start using Bing or DuckDuckGo.
Searching for even the simplest piece of information on Google right now makes me feel like the whole world is playing a prank.
Yeah.
Even Wall Street is taking.
Look, what just do? I did it again.
Concerns on use of competitive AI tools as an alternative to search.
What the fuck? Don't start this shit.
The mainstreaming of generative AI, OpenAI's ChatGPT moment, it took the behemoth by surprise. And it could now threaten to knock it off the podium.
Everybody who's watching technology, the entire market, understands that Google's been slow here.
A perfect storm of younger platforms.
What?
I also use
Yeah, but
TikTok
you're Google. You're the
now. Like
first.
anytime I want to know anything.
It's not like we weren't doing it already.
The wide complexity thus is a paradigm shift in search.
Wait a minute. If we started all over, is there a faster, better, cheaper way to do this? That's exactly what we did with Arc Search.
Megacaps looking to steal share.
I hope that with our innovation, they will definitely want to come out and show that they can dance. And I want people to know that we
Oh! This week on Tech Check, how to lose the lead. Is this the end of Google search as we know it?
Search has been about pinning blue links for the last 20 years. And pin blue links was always a hack. At the end of the day, people just wanted an answer.
That's Arvind Srinath, the CEO
freak out.
of Perplexity, a startup that has set its sights on Google search. He says that generative AI has led to a shift that creates a new opening in search.
We are trying to move it to a paradigm where just like how you would talk to a person, you just directly come and ask it.
I don't understand why he
you
keeps
don't
doing
talk to a
this.
person by typing in like speaking keywords.
And he has a very impressive roster of investors, including the likes of Amazon founder Jeff Bezos and existing AI darling, NVIDIA. And he's not the only one taking this on. Arc, which started as a browser to replace Chrome, now also has an app dedicated to search.
And we're actually doing to Google search what Google did to the web before.
They've even announced a partnership in which Perplexity is the default search engine on Arc's browser. A coalition of startups trying to reinvent search. Like Satya Nadella,
They're the 800-pound gorilla on this.
they say that Google's size makes it slow to innovate. Has been for years.
Classic innovator's dilemma. How can you think anything is going wrong? You've got billions and billions of people using your search engine every day. You are printing cash, the best business model ever invented.
Instead, Perplexity's interface is clean and simple. Users, they can ask questions, and the AI gives you an answer and even includes sources. Arc's app uses a browse for me function. that
Okay,
reads web
like,
pages for you.
thank you for being a fucking. Oh my god, like, I don't think she even realized that she was doing it. Like, I think she was literally like just soliciting advertising for companies and did not realize that she's doing it. That's great. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. When the road looks tough ahead and you're miles and miles from your next home bed. Okay, we're taking a while, so we're just gonna go ahead and. I cannot believe how fucking crooked this is. That's so bad. Like, and they wonder why my hand did not heal properly. And I even asked them, like, can you redo it? And they were like, no. We'll sell you a $90 boot and not give you a fucking x-ray. Because we are a little just focused on the hand thing right now. And then we're going to fucking harass you for the next 3 fucking years. How are we only at 2%? Two hours till full. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah. my god, just wait till you fucking turn your heat off, man. And like, you already took away all your fucking, even what burning stoves you may have. You're gonna fucking be real sorry at that point. Middle class kiss ass. Some of those folks may be a little bit smarter than I am. Bigger and strong too. No one ever loved you the way I do. Me and you, boy. Let the years go by. Friendship will never die. Can't you see it's my destiny? You got a friend in me. Yeah, you got a friend in me. What is your deal? Computer, you're supposed to be the good computer. Honestly, it's like dial-up. It's like honestly dealing with fucking. I'd rather have my Acer Vista, my 3 gig Acer Vista, because at least I know it's garbage. It's not a fucking Surface Pro 10, even though they came out with 8 not long ago. I don't know how that fucking those numbers worked out. Apparently, I can't fucking count. Fuck, biggest piece of garbage waste of my fucking money ever fucking invested in life, or I've ever invested in my life. Like, I really researched it. I really, really looked into getting a good fucking computer. I think I was subliminally messaging because I saw all the politicians had the Surface Pro. I'm like, oh, looked into it. It seemed like the best fucking fit. I was traveling a lot. I had to work on the road a lot. So you're gonna make it the most fragile fucking piece of shit made of fucking metal. Heats up in the summer. Really sears fucking lines in your legs. Because the kickstand is literally a sheet of metal that heats up. But there's no fan on it. That sounds even worse. Fucking AMD software bullshit. Why? Why do you do this to me? Go. Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking lose it. Listen, I just want the fucking radio, god damn it! Heather Butts. B-U-T-T-S? Why would you name it that? Okay. Plan D. Double D. Sorry. I don't get it. I honestly don't understand. Look at this. Still only on the computer too. I have 2 different websites. The same radio station. Both not loading. Wonder why.
But yeah, can you believe this, folks? Can you believe this? Not happy 11-year-old girl got found. What about you, Noah?
He's heartless. No, it definitely gives him the feels.
All right, okay. A woman's lost dog turns up at a local bar. That's a dog.
It was kind of just getting dark. I was outside with all 3 dogs. I'm looking, and where's Bear? After about 15 or 20 minutes, I was just in tears. I was just, because he's old, he's got a heart condition. I'm like, where could he have gone, right? Then we get a text, and they said, your dog is down at Thanks. Great, I'm relieved he's okay, but what's he doing at a bar? They took good care of him, and I guess he was pretty popular.
That is fantastic. The dog is trying to tell you something. You need to start drinking again. That gives me the feels. No, not much from me. Noah?
No, definitely not.
What about you, Tony? You got any feels? Please don't tell me you have feels for that. The dog at a bar, but you missing girl found. You can't get. Are you excited about that? No.
A little bit. I gotta have feel because it's a doggy. Doggy was safe and where she needs to go.
All right. Okay. Man running a marathon with a fridge strapped on his back for a good cause. Okay.
My best friend Sam Wilson, he's type 1 diabetic. I promised him last year that I would take on a pretty spectacular task in the hopes of raising lots of money for Diabetes UK. And yeah, that's the reason. I sort of talked myself into it after a drunken night, I'm afraid. When the police passed me, before I knew it, they had spun around, illuminated the streets with their blue lights, and stopped and me to ask, well, really what on earth was going on. I reassured them I could explain anything, nothing untoward was happening.
Have you all seen this picture? Can you all Google this guy running a marathon? Man running marathon with fridge strapped on his back. It's a real thing. I don't know why. I have no sympathy for this guy. He does not give me the feels. I don't know why it's not a car. Like, why wouldn't he be doing a marathon with a car and not a fridge on his back? It's an actual fridge, and it doesn't. Is it, Tony? It doesn't look like a small fridge, does it? It's like an actual fridge, no? Or do you think it's a smaller fridge?
Yeah, a little bit smaller than
like a small storage fridge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listen.
Tony again. If it was a dog carrying a fridge, he'd be hold down for that. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm impressed. You see the guy do a marathon?
You see the guy do a marathon with his fridge on the back. Not a big deal. What about you, Noah? Any feels? No feels. No feels for man doing a marathon with a fridge on his back. A woman who donated kidney has the favor returned. Oh, wouldn't that be something? A kidney. Now you need a kidney?
Here we are today, and I couldn't think better hospital for taking care of me. You guys, it's been a long journey.
I'm glad it's working for you. I'm trying staying healthy the entire time. I ate right. I made sure that kidney stayed healthy.
What the fuck?
You know, this reminds me of me lending my whippersnapper, my weed whacker, to my neighbor. I was wondering, like, because if I, let's say, lent Tony a kidney, and then it turns out I need a kidney, I would like to say, hey, you can hold on to my kidney if I need it again. And if I do need it again, you should be able to take your kidney back. Do you not think, Tony? I think, hey, here's a kidney for now. I'm just lending it to you. It's like the whippersnapper. But you know what the worst problem is? I don't have the gumption, the wherewithal, the balls to go to my neighbor and go, oh, I'd like to use the weed whacker, but I wonder if I gave him a kidney if I would be, oh, it's his kidney now. I don't think it should be like that. I think more people would donate if they could get it back when they want it. No? That's the way it should be. No? Okay. So no feels. Nobody has the feels for... Bride donates 1,500. Bride donates 15,000. Calling off her wedding. Oh, She donates her reception, $15,000 worth of reception
Congrats.
after calling off her wedding.
I think this donation is extraordinary. I've never heard of anyone ever calling a nonprofit and saying, we want to donate a $15,000. And just thrilled that we will be able to have an event for families.
Oh, it'd be so amazing if he went. If no, you know, I think it would be great. Like she calls off the wedding and then he goes to the. That would be fantastic. No feels. You guys got any feels? Time for one more? Because I don't think we have feels. And finally, right here, a man raises $100,000 for Hasbro's Children's Hospital for playing games online for 24 hours.
All kinds of games. So most of the games on my computer, my PC. This is my 15th straight year doing X-ray. I've gone to the hospital myself. I brought my kids there for treatment for one thing or another. Just recently,
you guys are such hypochondriacs. It's crazy. And the reason I know this is so great by why.
Yes, Tony, if it was a veterinarian hospital, you would have, for kids or dogs, you would have got feels.
I'll give this one feels.
All right.
No, don't care.
Okay,
Fuck your kids.
That's what I got for y'all today.
Who's next?
Now, an update from the CJAD 800 Traffic Center.
Good evening. Closure of the Met eastbound Langelier exit number 78 because of an accident. Up on Lafont 10, 3-4 minutes to Zia Sudi East and 25 South.
I love that it's like 10 o'clock at night and there's fucking traffic.
With just one lane open there, two on the flip side, 60 kilometer limit in both directions, double the fine in the construction zone should you get nabbed with photo radar. The Cary northbound will be completely closed overnight from midnight until 6 a.m. This from the bottom of the expressway all the way to the top. Northbound the Cary access, the expressway that is, will be impossible from both the 40 East and the Met West, along with the ramps coming from Ville Saint-Laurent. The Cary northbound is not going to be the place to be if you're coming back from downtown. So if you're going to points east of the expressway, find an alternate route coordination. Heading further east, depending on where you're headed, or if you're heading up to the valley, 13. Meanwhile, Benefit reminds you that when you insure your commercial vehicle with good people, don't shift your business into fifth gear. Benefit can prepare us. It's worth it. Marshall, CJAD 800 Traffic and Transit every 15 minutes. In your next report at 9:45.
Your afternoon lineup on CJAD 800 includes a former PQ leader,
Catch Under One Roof NTL every Sunday at noon right after the trivia show. Join Robin, Fred, and Martin and LJ along with their special guests. Mortgages. Under One Roof NTL. Brought to you by Fred and Martin Mortgages and LJ Realties. Exclusively on CJAD.
Feeling exhausted, stressed, or anxious? If life seems a bit too overwhelming, take a natural way to calm yourself and get back to feeling energized and positive again. New Nordic's ashwagandha gummies offer an easy and tasty way to get the ideal daily dose of ashwagandha root extract. In clinical studies, ashwagandha has helped significantly reduce both stress and anxiety. In a delicious sugar-free vegan gummy, available at Shoppers Drug Mart, Loblaws, Superstores, Jean Coutu, and London Drugs, or online at Amazon and newnordic.ca.
I'm Martin Hope, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I told you about how your nose is the body's air filter. That Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs. And that Navage and a long-time sufferer of horrible allergies. Like that, I'm pregnant and allergic to certain medications. Absolutely miserable. My husband ordered Navage for me. I can't recommend this product enough. It's the only thing that worked for me. 100% worth the investment. Unquote. She's one of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage. the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is at Canadian Tire, Family Tree, Brunet, Jean Coutu, and Navage.ca. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
Diverse stories, captivating originals. Stars has the shows unlike anything else.
Say it again.
This February, add Stars to your Crave subscription for new episodes of the crime saga Power Book 3, Raising Canaan.
I win every day.
Plus, all new episodes of the gritty drama Hightown.
You should be ready for what's coming.
Stars also has big movies, action-packed King of Killers,
Nobody leaves until the game's finished.
and the Oscar-winning hit Fargo.
I've never left anyone behind.
Get Stars as an add-on at crave.ca.
It has been a very active week in the weather department across much of the east.
Montrealers know where to turn.
Okay, but we're not in the east, goddammit!
Third of the week.
Watch CTV News at 6 and visit ctvnewsmontreal.ca.
Shea Butters in Gatti-Vailmer is introducing something new and exciting. Live horse race betting. Come and experience the world of horse racing in the comfort of their brand new betting parlors. C'est le départ, they're off. Get all the details at betsandmoves.com.
This is CJAD 800.
Listen anywhere, anytime.
At CJAD800.com.
The iHeartRadio app or on your smart speaker.
Getting answers. You're listening to News Talk 1010, Toronto.
What happened in Montreal?
News Talk Tonight is on with your host, Jim Richards, on the iHeartRadio Talk Network.
I do love sometimes admitting that when I'm wrong. It doesn't happen a lot. But there was one point where Tony was like, I know this guest, Jen Kirsch, she would be great. And I'm like, not interested.
You're such a
And then he'd keep on bugging me. And then I forget, Jen, when was the first time you came on? It was the Toronto International Film Festival, right?
No, it was before that. It was like midsummer, I think we just started chatting.
Okay, midsummer. And then it was the Toronto International. And then I thought, wow, this guest is really, really good.
This chick.
And then I had to tell Tony he was right. And he was right. Tony, congratulations on being right.
Oh, thank you.
And I guess I've not been right because I sent you an idea for a topic and you didn't respond to it. You didn't even say, hey, I think I might have something better. You just totally didn't answer.
You know, I will take the heat for that one. That is totally my bad. I've just been kind of practicing this week, not being tied to my phone. And because I make my own hours, I just figured,
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. We're going to get to what you want.
Wow, that was so uncomfortable.
I want to play what I wanted to talk about, and we'll just do it for a quick second, okay?
Yeah, give her.
All right.
Listen up. If somebody wants to do coffee as a first date, this is somebody who goes on a lot of first dates and not a lot of second dates, or they're very cheap. And I do not care what any other relationship expert wants to say here. The cuckoo things they say, the truth is the truth. You don't like it? Sorry, I can't help it.
I don't know. Do you have any cuckoo things to say about that? Because I'll say this. I've gone on coffee dates, usually the woman's idea, and I thought let's not invest a lot of time if this man or woman is a weirdo.
You're fucking weird, okay?
Because how long does it take to drink coffee?
Fucking
Right. I understand the sentiment. I understand the sentiment that I got to agree with her. I don't want to go for a coffee or a tea.
Wow me,
let's keep in mind, Jamie, you are not drinking, and also sometimes certain age groups like a coffee. For me, show me a place. Give me a vibe.
My boyfriend ran up to me and he looked at me and was like, so I told your brother.
And I can get out of there. We have our own authority. We can leave whenever we want. If we're not feeling it, that's a fact.
He's like, I want to make love with me. Just watch.
So,
okay.
A coffee.
So do you have a girlfriend? And he was like, yeah, so we go make that. And he ran away.
You think it's not because they're cheap?
It's not because
I don't think it's because they go on a lot of dates either. I get your point. But listen, I can roll at any bar just because I don't drink. I go to bars.
Yeah, I just want to vibe, but because it's cheap, I mean, let's go for a drink. And if you're complaining about, splitting the bill, not that I'm asking for it, but if someone's complaining about splitting the bill on the first date, I'm
You're
not that
dick.
interested.
All right, one of my girlfriends, we went on a coffee date, and that it turned
One
into
of your
dinner,
girlfriends? You're
and that
disgusting.
turned into her staying over and a 2-year relationship.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
2 years. Congrats, bro. How old are you?
All right, I'm wrong. You're right. That's the score so far. Hold on. The score so far is Tony's right. You're right. And
Nobody
I'm wrong
else
so far
gives
in
a
this
shit
1 segment.
about this whole like
Seven
who's being
sides
right,
of
I'm right, you're wrong kind of
one-sided
thing.
relationship, according to
Looks like a toddler.
psychologists. How
You're
would you
such a
define
fucking mad
one-sided
child.
relationship?
A one-sided relationship is where you're feeling drained and you feel like you're
I'm
putting
being
in all
drained
the
with this
effort and
conversation.
the other person is not. It's literally one-sided. You know, we come into a relationship with someone, especially not a situationship. I'm not talking about you guys who just are dating around and hooking up. You are in a committed relationship with a person.
Yeah, but apparently
You
like
guys are a team,
49%
you're
of
coming
people
together.
think that
If
being in a
you're
relationship
doing
is
everything, if you're
being
feeling neglected, if you have
polyamorous, whatever
issues
the
that
fuck.
are being ignored, chances are they're in a one-sided relationship.
Yup.
And I don't know, would you advise
I
somebody
do
to
not
do
want
something
to fuck
improve their
somebody who goes and
relationship,
fucks
or
other people
is
because
it
I
pretty
don't want
much over?
what other
'Cause
people
it is
have.
joint. I
Like,
think I've been in those
how you
relationships,
get disease
and
and
maybe it's
shit
because I
by
was
fucking not being
yeah,
able to keep
no,
your goddamn legs closed.
I was thinking
Why
about
the
this
fuck
there
are you
as I opened
associated
my
with
mouth. I
other
was
fucking
thinking it might have been the other person's fault, but it was
gender
probably
without fucking
all
them?
my fault.
Ridiculous.
And they were just going along with the final
Fuck,
parts
unless
of the
you're like, you know,
relationship when maybe I wasn't making a commitment. But what would you advise? Because it sounded like sometimes maybe you just need to know when to cut and run.
Oh, for sure. Like, you know, the classic song, Should I Stay or Should I Go? I first want to just quickly run through the 7 signs. So it's pretty simple. And then if you're listening and this is like ding, ding, ding in your head, well, I'll tell you guys what to do next. Especially we have Valentine's Day a couple of weeks away. Like, it is time to take stock and take inventory of your romantic relationship. So here's 7 signs. Your mental health is deteriorating. Number 2, you're the planner. Number 3, you constantly initiate conversations on, as well as conflict resolution after a fight. You're the one who wants to do the work. 4, you're always apologizing. 5, you feel completely disconnected from them. Could be anything from them, like not reaching out to text you, to hug you, anything, to not even know what's going on in their life. Number 6, you constantly feel undervalued, unappreciated, and ignored. And lastly, number 7, the resentment is real. And this resentment is what stems from your perception of a partner's lack of investment in you. So when you feel like they have a lack of investment in you and you're doing more, you're building up that resentment because it doesn't feel authentic to yourself.
Yeah. Now, I thought you just read
Like, can I
the 7
tell you
signs
that-
you know it's over.
Yeah.
I'm serious, though, no?
No, I mean, all of these together, 100%. But each one individually could be a very big
Shit can't
red
hit me.
flag and could be detrimental to a romantic relationship. Look, we come into a relationship to better ourselves and to be there to support someone else. It is a two-way street. If you are not feeling supported, if you're not feeling loved, if you're being criticized, if you're being left out, if you're voicing your opinions, your wants and needs, they should be bare minimum. And the person, instead of taking accountability or hearing you out, is putting you down, is challenging you, is telling you you're too much, bye-bye. Get out of there. It is a new year, and we do not have time for this in 2024. Like, the world is on fire right now. There's so much that's been going on. And so, why stay when you have that darkness over you? It's never going to feel like you're too much for someone. And for the right person, you won't be. That's also, we got to fill up our cups first. And it's hard to leave a relationship that's not working, even if you know it. There's all these red flags everywhere. How do we fix
3
it?
months of being with Sean, and I was
For
like,
me, last year,
this
my
does
word
not
of the year,
seem right.
words of the year, kind of like a resolution. you could because it's easy to run off everything that happens. People don't each other and actually live in the queue that if you keep the new people to name it, hours and take a long time, the state tells us that you're like it.
Have you wanted to speak a new language but thought it would be too difficult or time consuming? Then it's time to talk about it. Babbel works because it's built around real life. It teaches you practical conversations that you will actually use. So with just 15 minutes a day, you'll be on your way to speaking a new language in just a few weeks. Language learning. Right now, Babbel is offering new listeners 55% off their subscription. Visit babbel.com/radio. That's babbel.com/radio for 55% off.
And the social life that she befriended and then betrayed, who he calls the Swan. It's got a really, really, really great cast. Tom Hollander stars as Jim Capote, and the transformation is incredible.
We all like talk about movies like all day.
Yeah.
Oh, good. And you're still not fucking loading.
But you know, like makeup goes a long way. And then
It's
Naomi Watts
retarded.
did it, Melissa Flocker, Demi Moore. This is one of Treat Williams' last project. Yeah, it's worth checking out. I will say I'm totally into the idea of Truman Capote. I want to explore more. I don't necessarily know this.
Okay, so you guys are gonna be talking about nothing for just the weekend, so. Oh god, no, not drinking alcohol. You know, it's a carcinogen. Causes cancer and Alzheimer's, bro. You know, I know. What? No.
We all like to think we are good at certain things, above average in certain areas. Most of us are at some things.
Oh, jack of
But
all
the truth
trades,
is,
master of none.
you are likely wrong about how good or bad you are.
Oh, I
at
thought
many
I was
things.
bad at everything.
It is likely that you both
retarded.
over and
I
underestimate
was running
your
off a good
actual
face for
abilities in numerous areas of life. And the areas and the degree to which you're wrong would probably surprise you.
Oh, no, I'm wrong about everything. I'm wrong about
In a
Psychologists
psychologists David Dunning and Justin Kruger discovered a phenomenon that would be coined the Dunning-Kruger effect. After giving participants of the study various tests that assessed their abilities in humor, logical reasoning, and grammar, the participants were then asked to self-assess their performance in relation to their peers in the study. Dunning and Kruger found that people who performed poorly on the tests tended to believe that they did far better than they actually did, while those who performed well tended to misperceive their performance in relation to their peers. In other words, the study would discover that cognitive bias, where people who are less knowledgeable or experienced in an area tend to believe that they are much more competent in that area than they actually are. And those who are experienced and knowledgeable in an area tend to underestimate or doubt their abilities. These cognitive biases are the Dunning-Kruger effect. Although the phenomenon is debated amongst researchers, and on the surface, the effect may seem paradoxical and bizarre, arguably the cause is understandable. If someone knows little about a subject or has little experience in a particular area, they do not have enough experience or knowledge to recognize the degree of their incompetence. In other words, they don't know enough to know what they do not know. If you're incompetent, you can't know you're incompetent. The skills you need to produce a right answer are exactly the skills you need to recognize what a right answer is, said Dunning. On the flip side, are aware of the complexity, vastness, and difficulty involved in being right or successful, and thus they are likely to be more doubtful of their abilities. They also tend to think that others are more capable in the area than what is actually the case, and so they are also more likely to underestimate themselves when ranked against others. Examples of the Dunning-Kruger effect demonstrated in studies include things like driving, where studies have shown that 93% of American drivers believe they are better than average. The phenomenon is also often present in the workplace, where employees of companies tend to overestimate their performance compared to their coworkers, where as many as more than 40% of a company's employees believe that they are in the top 5% of performers. Of course, everyone can be better than most. There must be a most. Throughout the processes of learning, strategizing, evaluating, and reflecting, there's another process at play referred to as metacognition. Metacognition is the awareness of one's own thought processes. It's one's thoughts that are part of the learning process, and a major factor in being competent in something is the ability, through metacognition, to recognize patterns, errors, and problems in one's thinking, and then employ strategies to deal with and overcome them. According to Dunning and Kruger, when someone is incompetent in an area, they lack metacognitive abilities in that area. As a result, this lack of awareness of their thought processes and knowledge prevents them from recognizing where and when they may go wrong, and so, in their mind, they never do it. This phenomenon can be fairly unsettling on the individual scale, to know that you don't know what you don't know. Of course, you already knew that, but the degree to which you're unaware in the areas that you might have such oversights, or you might otherwise feel pretty confident, can be disconcerting. But it's even more unsettling when considering the collective societal scale. What's curious is that, in many cases, incompetence does not make people disoriented, perplexed, or cautious. Instead, the incompetent are often blessed with an inappropriate confidence, buoyed by something that feels to them like knowledge, said Dunning. Partly as a result of the Dunning-Kruger effect, people who are not qualified to speak on certain subjects are still some of the most confident and loudest to do it. More qualified individuals, rather, tend to be less loud and less simplistic, and instead, more thoughtful and cautious. And for exceptionally high-level experts, since they tend to misperceive how big of a gap there is between them and the average person, it can be reasonably assumed that they are likely to insufficiently communicate about the subject they are an expert in with the general audience. And of course, in some cases, complex things simply cannot be fully explained quickly or in comprehensive terms to individuals who are not experts themselves. And so, out of the lot here, the incompetent but confident amateur, the confident but cautious intermediate, or the exceptionally confident expert who is confident but struggles to understand and communicate with the layman, who is more convincing to a mass audience of individuals who do not know the difference between correct and false information. It seemingly become more and more common to have an opinion about nearly everything. Maybe it's always been this way. Maybe having access to all the world's information but only enough time to be recognized, and the incentive to study the comment has exacerbated this human tendency. Whatever the case, because of this and in combination with the Dunning-Kruger effect, some of the voices we hear the most of are the least qualified, useful, or accurate. They are rather voices of confidence and charisma, not nuance and care. Bright voices, rather, are often quieter, harder to parse, or still looking for the right words and means to express themselves. It's natural to want that our voice is desirable to be perceived, liked, followed, and helpful. Being a voice of change and impact is inevitable. But sometimes the greatest impact is silence. Does the world really need more voices? Or does the world need more careful voices? Of course, the irony here, being a voice that is not silent, is not lost. But the point here is not merely about being silent outright. It is about being careful and noisy, at least attempting to be. It's impossible to have no opinions, but it is possible to have less, or be more careful around how we hold the ones we do. Once you know about the Dunning-Kruger effect, it might feel like now you're no longer susceptible to it. Or perhaps, it might feel as though it's something you never were susceptible to. You're not the kind of person who overestimates their abilities. You're cautious and thoughtful and self-aware. You never make claims about things you don't know. You know your blind spots. But of course, that's not how blind spots work. In truth, I think anyone who is subject to the Dunning-Kruger effect, overestimating their abilities or knowledge, thinks they are. The phenomenon is precisely what one does not know that they are victim to. The first rule of the Dunning-Kruger effect is that you don't know or remember the Dunning-Kruger effect. Said that. In fact, thinking you're impervious to the Dunning-Kruger effect is itself an example of the Dunning-Kruger effect. You know just enough about the phenomenon to believe you can circumvent it, though not knowing enough to know you probably can't, at least not automatically or universally. Perhaps, however, we can overcome it more often with a certain kind of awareness and attitude. By more regularly being silent, by being willing to be a nobody, to let our voice, our presence, our existence not always be involved, we can perhaps be a victim of the effect less and be on the right side of the effect more. In truth, the average person is well-read and experienced in a relatively small quantity of things at best. They don't need to be any more than that. We shouldn't try or pretend to be. After a certain point, the quantity of opinions one holds is almost always inversely proportional to the quality and accuracy of them. We will inevitably often fail at correctly making the distinction for ourselves and knowing which areas we belong in and which of our opinions deserve share. But that's okay. The goal here is simply to try our best. Ultimately, the Dunning-Kruger effect is a continual sliding scale of ours is to come. As long as we take on new endeavors, new challenges, new goals, and as long as we are incompetent, we will be partially ignorant to the true degree of our incompetence. But as long as we continue to learn and grow, we will also uncover new knowledge, and we will continue to realign our self-perception with our actual abilities. Life is a continuous cycle of realizing how little you knew, how much you were wrong, and how complex things really are. Again, realizing it. Again. And of course, as always, thank you so much for watching the channel, and see you in the next video. This video is sponsored by the book summon service, Blinkers. The first 100 people to use the link in the description will receive free unlimited access for 1 week, plus 25% off your full membership. Carl sat on his couch, looking back and forth between his phone and his phone, trying to figure out whether he was about to move 10,000 miles away to Australia, leaving his home, girlfriend, family, friends, job, and whole life behind, or not. The opportunity to move had suddenly come up when his best friend Novak decided he would be moving to Australia with his girlfriend. At age 27, Novak was facing a sort of quarter-life crisis and wanted to try and start something new and venture out into the world while he still felt new himself. Moving to Australia had been both Novak and Carl's dream ever since they were children and their family's vacation there. They both felt a weird natural connection with the colors, architecture, people, and feeling of the country. They visited again several times after throughout their teens and early 20s. On one of their trips, when they were 15, Carl and Novak agreed they would move there when they were older. Dad and they would start a business together. This would remain their dream ever since. As they grew older, though, like most dreams, they began to take a backseat to reality. Carl went to college for accounting in his hometown of Boston and got a job through a professor right after school that he couldn't turn down. Novak had a family member in a tech startup company in Boston, and as a result, he was given an opportunity to work at the company. However, after 4 years of Novak working for the company, it was suddenly quiet and he was out of a job. As part of the layoff, he was provided with a nice-sized severance package. And now, with some new extra muscular friends, someone with a free spirit was on board with him. Novak came up with the idea of moving to Australia and creating an eco-friendly agri-tech company that utilized Australia's farming industry and its demand for local farm fresh organic food. 1 month later, Novak told Carl that he and his girlfriend were moving to Australia within the next couple months. He told him about the business idea that he and his girlfriend worked on together and showed him the beta website and app he created. It looked and sounded really cool, I thought. Novak's girlfriend had experience working in logistics, and Novak understood the business and technology side. They were the perfect duo. When Carl didn't fully understand, Novak explained to him that he wanted him to be a partner in the business and that he should move to Australia with him. He told Carl it would be perfect, and he could initially be in charge of sales, marketing, outreach, budgeting, and all the finances. He reminded Carl of their dream and told him how it would only get harder to move and try to create something like this. He sort of ridiculed the idea of Carl staying in Boston and working a corporate job for the rest of his life, as eventually would be done. He told Carl how this business had a real chance to help people, how they could build a business model that would provide families with food who couldn't afford it, and help the planet by contributing to a more sustainable food industry. Carl agreed with Novak's points, but told him that he needed a couple days to think about it at least. Novak agreed and told him to learn more after he thought about it. Over the next day, Carl thought about all the factors associated with the decision. He thought about how his mother had recently passed away just 2 years prior, and he and his father had become extremely close ever since. His father was not totally with him, and Carl's older brother had a strained relationship with his father. And so, in a way, Carl was all his father ever knew. He worried that if he left, he would hurt him. Carl also thought about his girlfriend Stephanie. They had only been dating a little more than a year, but he had already started imagining the future with her. Things were going well, and they just seemed to click right. He knew that he couldn't expect her to go with him, and he knew a long-distance relationship was bound to fail, but she would be too. He thought about all his other friends and family. He knew it wasn't as if they had ceased to exist, but he also knew that in a way, their existence would fade away. Perhaps so much so for some, that it would almost be as if they no longer existed at all. He thought about his current job. He worked for a great firm with great benefits, and he had finally started making some headway in the company. There was a lot of financial promise ahead of him, and he knew it was the more prudent career bet. But then, at the same time, he thought about how great a risk and the potential of greater reward. He didn't mind his current job, but it was fairly tedious and unexciting. He sort of just happened into it as a means of a conservative career path. He had always dreamed of being a part of building a business and creating a more meaningful impact and legacy for himself. Furthermore, he never particularly liked Boston. He had always wanted to move to the countryside ever since he was a kid. Specifically, he always envisioned a future where he lived in Australia. It was just one of those things that he convinced himself of. And now, at 27, Carl felt an urge to be willing to forge his own life for himself while being still young. He wondered how he could turn down such an opportunity to move to his dream location with his best friend and try to build something potentially important and helpful. How could he turn his back on his own vision of his future that was right in front of him? For the following 3 days, Carl thought about the decision every waking second, ruminating back and forth between the potential outcomes of both choices. After 4 days, it seemed as if no matter how hard he tried, he made no progress in the decision. He remained equally unsure as to what he should do on the fourth day as the first. Both options seemed impossible to decipher. There wasn't an equation with numeric values or obvious reasoning. Each option was completely different, with their own entirely different set of variables and values, with no ability to know what any of it could be true. Carl had purposely held off sharing the situation with anyone else, so to avoid getting any upset before he had a better sense of what he was going to do himself. But by this point, he needed someone else's opinion. Over the next 2 days, Carl told his father, his girlfriend, 2 of his other close friends, and his aunt. He asked each of them what they thought he should do. Everyone gave him different answers. His dad and one of his friends said he should go. His aunt and his other friends said he should stay. His girlfriend didn't give him a straight answer, but her tears said everything Carl needed to know. They all had perfectly good, rational explanations for what they suggested, and yet Carl was nowhere at all. He wondered how each answer could sound equally reasonable, but be completely contradictory. On the 6th night of indecision, Carl went on a walk around the city to try and clear his head. He walked late into the night, all around the city and along the harbor. Eventually, he found himself on a bench facing the water, completely secluded in a sectioned-off corner of the pathway. He sat and he thought. He thought about how his entire future was hinged on this one decision contained inside his head, that in his brain was the power to facilitate one move that would control his entire world forever. And yet, he couldn't even know which choice was right. He thought about how insane this was, to be given the ability to make decisions, but not given the ability to ever know the consequences of them. He felt like he was blind Suddenly, an older man walked past Carl and sat on the bench just a couple feet away. This jolted Carl to attention. He was immediately surprised by anyone being in the same secluded pathway, and was curious as to why the man who looked to be at least in his 80s would be out alone at 2 a.m. Worried that the man was perhaps unwell or lost, Carl decided to ask him if he was okay. Politely, he turned and leaned over to the man and said, "How's everything going tonight?" The man slowly turned towards Carl and said, "Good. How about yourself?" "Good," Carl responded. "Is everything okay?" "Yeah, everything's great. It's a beautiful night, isn't it?" replied the old man. Carl looked up to the sky. "Yeah, it is," he agreed. Then they sat quietly. As Carl sort of jumped back and forth between contemplating his decision again and being distracted by the man's strange presence, the idea of asking the man his opinion occurred to Carl. He looked over to the man and asked him if he could ask him a question. "Yeah, sure, shoot," the man replied. Carl then went on and described his predicament. He explained the business, his job, his girlfriend, his best friend, his father, and everything else. Then he asked the old man what he would do. The man laughed a little, as if he had some experience or insight about the subject that was comical to him. "So, you want to make the right choice, but you don't know what the right choice is?" the old man asked. "Yeah, exactly," Carl replied. "I'm completely lost. I wish I could tell you what the old man said with another chuckle. "Wouldn't that make everything easier?" They sat quietly for a moment while the man thought. Then he said, "Well, you can just decide right now based on what I choose. Someone who basically doesn't know you at all. It'd be like flipping a coin, but the coin has a brain, understands the situation." Somehow this made sense to Carl, and after thinking for a moment, he agreed. He just wanted it to be over. The man paused, and then Carl said, "All right, you're gone." In a desperate clinging to reason, Carl asked the old man, "Who made you choose that?" "I guess you'll have to find that out," replied the old man. Carl sat for a moment processing the fact that he was going to do what the man just said. Then, when he got up and went to thank the man and wish him a good night, he was gone. Carl figured he must have just left while he was thinking and didn't hear him say goodbye. 5 weeks later, Carl was on a plane with Novak and Novak's girlfriend, headed to Australia. 20 years would go by. Carl has remained in Australia ever since he moved. He now considers it home. Even after 20 years, it still feels amazing to him. A walk along the coast or into the countryside never ceases to amaze him and bring him a little peace. He and Stephanie broke up within the first 3 months of trying to maintain some form of a long-distance relationship. 1.5 years later, he met a woman named Natalie and fell in love almost instantly. They got married 3 years later, and they now have 2 healthy boys who have provided Carl's life with a great source of purpose and love. Carl, Novak, and Novak's girlfriend's business ran for about 6 years until unforeseen industry changes, operational problems, and regulations forced them to shut it down. They had tried pivoting the business model several times before it failed, all with no luck. During this time, however, Carl discovered a surprisingly strong passion for the farming process himself. A year after the original business ended, Carl bought a small indoor farming facility and started his own personal farming business. The business became profitable in the first 3 years, but the profit ceiling is low and it brings in a fairly small amount of money for Carl. His wife, who works as a freelance copywriter, doesn't bring in much money either. Because of the low income and the expenses of 2 children, the financial burden made Carl and Natalie horrible and bitter to one another. Their personalities just never quite clicked after the early phases of the marriage. They stayed together for the kids, but they're miserable. Carl and Novak have remained close during and after the business and have formed a nice little friendship with others they've met along the way. Even though the original plan didn't work out, Carl feels connected with his work and contributing directly to a local sustainable food industry gives him the occasional sense of pride. However, it has come at the cost of constant financial burden and distress and limited free time. Carl isn't happy, but he isn't unhappy. He wants to put in a long time. As the years went by, Carl decided to learn less and less. Thankfully, he would visit his fathers, Christmases, and special occasions, but eventually he started missing a few years here and there. The last time he visited his father was at his funeral. At the service, Carl stood looking down at his father's lifeless body. He looked around at his friends, family members, neighbors, his brother who he hadn't seen in 5 years. He looked at his wife. He knew he needed to get some fresh air. After the service was over, he walked to the bar down the street that he would go to when he was in his 20s. As fate would have it, he passed by Stephanie. They noticed each other, hugged, and talked for a little while. Carl told her why he was home, and she said she was sorry. It was weird. He felt at ease, almost as if they didn't miss a beat. He felt more comfortable with her in that moment than he had in a long time. After a little, they said how great it was to see each other and went their separate ways. Carl sat at the bar drinking alone. He thought back to the day he left and felt a weird sense of regret. He wondered if he did the wrong thing, leaving his father and family and Stephanie, leaving his good job that would have certainly paid away most of his con problems. He remembered how he made some strange and make such an important decision for him. He suddenly felt like his regret wasn't even his, which made it feel exponentially worse. Later that night, Carl walked around the city by himself to try to clear his head. He walked down the edge of the city along the harbor. He sat down on the same bench he sat on many years ago, facing the water. He sat back on the bench looking up at the stars, closed his eyes and breathed in deeply. He sat there for a moment. Suddenly, an old man poked Carl's shoulder. Carl, disoriented, opened his eyes to an old man standing above him. Before Carl could say anything, the old man asked him if he was okay. Carl, having realized he must have passed out on the bench, told the man he was fine and just fell asleep. The old man sat on the bench a few feet away as he explained to Carl how it was unsafe to fall asleep alone in such an area. "You're likely to get robbed or something," he said. Carl agreed and said it was an accident. He explained to the old man that he hadn't been able to get much sleep the last several days because he had been trying to make a decision about whether or not he would be moving to Australia. After talking for a little while and explaining his predicament about the business, his best friend, his girlfriend, his father, and everything else, Carl had the idea to ask the old man what he thought he should do. The man laughed a little as if he had some experience or insight about the subject that was comical to him. After a little more conversation, the man said, "Well, you can just decide right now based on what I choose. Someone basically doesn't know you at all. It'd be like flipping a coin, but the coin is a brain, understands the situation a little." Stricken with a weird sense of deja vu, Carl agreed. He just needed it to be over. The old man paused for a moment and then quickly said, "All right, which one?" In a desperate clinging to reason, Carl asked, "Why, what made you choose that?" "I guess we'll have to find that out," said the old man. 5 weeks later, Novak was on the plane for Australia, while Carl ate dinner with Stephanie and his father. 20 years would go by. Carl has stayed in the Boston area. He has climbed the ranks in his career field and has become a chief financial officer for a nice mid-sized company. He's making an incredible salary. He married Stephanie a couple years after deciding to stay. They decided against having children because Stephanie was against it, and Carl wasn't sure himself and was ready to conceive. Over the years, their love grew stronger and stronger. They fight like any couple, but there's a luster in the relationship that's rare and always present. They seem to just click, as if their personalities were meant to work together. Their relationship has provided Carl with a great source of love and purpose in his life. Carl had also remained close to his father and helped him in his old age. They maintained a close bond that Carl cherishes. Most of Carl's other friends, however, have moved away or drifted apart. Novak and Carl sort of lost contact as well, and they see each other once every year or so. With no children and a higher income, money has never really been an issue, and his personal life is fairly stressful. He never really came around to liking his job, though. As he climbed the corporate ranks, it came with increasing bureaucratic tedium, and he found the absurdity and pointlessness of it all. The longer he stayed, though, the harder it was to live. As he's aged, he's felt a sense of boredom, hollowness, and social isolation in his life. He isn't happy, but he isn't unhappy. He's a mix of both, depending on which one you go. On his 40th birthday, Carl had a party. Novak flew out along with a couple other old friends. At the party, Carl spent a good deal of time catching up with Novak, and Novak told him all about the last couple of years in Australia. He told him how his 3 kids were doing and how well the business was doing. Carl asked Novak about some details in the business, and Novak explained how their third partner, who they had found when they first moved, and had helped them get the business through some hard times, was now playing a key role in the business moving into foreign markets. He told Carl the business was helping thousands of families each month, and he was extremely proud of it. Then he told Carl he wished he would have been the person he was talking about instead. Carl saw the pride and enthusiasm in Novak's eyes when he spoke about his children and his business. Carl looked around at his co-workers and his apartment. He suddenly felt a sense of guilt and regret in his life's time. He wondered if he did the wrong thing. He thought about how he let some stranger make such an important choice for him. The worst part wasn't even that his life was bad or good, but that in this moment it almost felt like it wasn't even his to regret. At the end of the night, after mostly everyone went home, Carl went on a walk around the city by himself, moderately drunk. He walked down the edge of the city along the harbor. He sat down on the same bench he sat on many years ago, facing the water. He sat back in the bench, looked up at the stars, closed his eyes, and breathed in deeply. Suddenly, an old man poked Carl in the shoulder. Carl, disoriented, opened his eyes to an old man standing above him. Before Carl could say anything, the old man asked if he was okay. Carl, having realized he must have passed out, told the man he was okay and just fell asleep. The old man sat on the bench a few feet away as he explained to Carl how it was unsafe to fall asleep in such an area. "You're likely to get robbed or something," he said. Carl agreed and said it was an accident. He explained to the old man that he hadn't been able to get much sleep the last several days because he had been trying to make the decision about whether or not he would be moving to Australia. Carl explained the situation to his father and everything else. As he did, Carl felt a weird sense of clarity. He couldn't put his finger on it, but he almost felt like he knew what each decision would be like he had already lived them. But yet, despite
Because we can't teach our little friends that we're doing this. Okay. So mommy said it's okay for you to do this in the bathroom. That way you don't get in any more trouble and we can move forward. Got it? Only in the bathroom.
I don't even know what the fuck that means. Yeah, no, I'm trying.
She's saying mother bleeper.
Alright, are you not finished?
Why the fuck?
Hear the whole audio later on.
No. Why would I want to hear a child yelling, like whispering profanities? No, thank you. Like, what the fuck? Why would I give a shit? Like, hey. Oh, fuck. I literally just sniffed, like, dust up my nose. Like, no fucking pun intended. Ugh. I don't want to finish shutting up. I've had this thing for like 5 fucking years. I have to pee.